think the first is what it means to be a human is to have the ability to empathize, to be empathetic. Clearly, humans are not the only living beings who have this ability. We see this in the world of animals and other living beings too. And in a way, I think it makes sense that part of survival meant to be empathetic, because living in a hostile environment, if we look at whether it's proto-humans or look at our own sort of prehistory, we see a lot more collaboration than we actually see contestation. Yes, of course, there is a disagreement and there is contest between groups, but generally human history has moved along partly because people and groups have collaborated, both within themselves, so within communities, whether it's with your neighbor or with other communities, other groups. And so the ability to empathize seems to be a central feature of what it means to be a human. But I think there is another aspect to what it means to be human that maybe separates the human species out from other species. And I would say it's the ability to self-reflect, not just to reflect on why and causality and how and so on and so forth, but to self-reflect. Who am I? Why am I doing what I'm doing? What is valuable? How do I add beauty to life? And if you look through human history again, it seems to me that a lot of human growth, development, whether it's in the arts or the sciences, has partly come from the ability to ask these big questions, to self-reflect on our place, our role, both in the larger universe, but then also in that microcosms that we all call our home environments. It seems to me that I think a lot of the misery that has also come in the world is partly because the ability to self-reflect gets lost in other forces and other factors that may take over us. So my sense is, if I had to answer the question, what does it mean to be a human? I would say it means the ability to empathize and to self-reflect. I would probably end by saying that humans may be able to do this, but not everyone does it. Yet, I think the greatest achievements in the human endeavor have come from moments where those leading that charge, the growth, the development, have been both empathetic and self-reflective on what they do and who they are.